Hey everybody, Joe Zero here. Today we'll be working on the Four Horsemen September challenge, Slammed Chevy Gasser. The challenge to take this 55 Chevy Bel Air Gasser and slam it, which means to drop it really low to the ground. Yeah. So we're gonna look at the casting. Get back here. Oh, seriously? Okay. Look at the casting. There you go. Really great looking car. That yellow pops. I like it. Red windshield. That could be a problem. So, All right, let's get busy. Alrighty then. Got it all drilled apart. So let's take a look at the insides. Get the base off. There you go. Nice fat wheels in the back. Small ones up front. Big old chrome interior. Red glass, like I say. Not sure about that. Very cool. So I've watched videos of guys doing slam JDM stuff, and the first thing they do is just grind all the stuff off the bottom. So thought I'd follow suit and see how low we can go with that. So I just started grinding off these wheel wells, or undercarriage, to get it as flat as possible so it'll roll closer to the ground. So I've managed to get the back end kind of flat, but the front with that extended lower wheel section, with the gasser type action, jacking the front end up, that's a lot to grind down. So I'm going to try it out, but ultimately, there's just trouble. The front wheels extend further down than the back wheels, so essentially, this whole front just sands right completely off the car. There you go. Fall back and regroup. So now the plan is to modify the interior of the car and go about it that way. Here I've made the slots deeper inside where the wheel posts were. Basically, if you want to lower the car, you raise the height of the wheels. If you want to raise the height of the car, you lower the wheels. So that's the plan. And that's Uncle Jody's tip for the week. And we'll have to make a custom base, so that's where we're at now, guys. Watch, there's more. So the next thing I'm going to do is make some axle tubes for this, because there's really no base on my custom base to clip the wheels to that. Got to put it where I want it, measure it, use my snippers to get this plastic piece off this paper clip, and ta-da! Instant axle tube. Yes. Cool trick. I learned that from the guys on YouTube that don't talk and make really amazing cars. So now we got the axle tubes in place. Got to take these wheels here. I'm just going to clip them in half. They'll just fit inside the axle tubes. Being very careful not to shoot them across the room or lose the pins. Learn by experience. I'm not going to tell you how many times I've done that. Yay! And after some fumbling and fitzing, it goes in there like this. There you go. And you get the other one. Being careful not to drop out, because we're just kind of test fitting. A lot of test fitting involved with this build. Measure twice, cut once. And ideally you get this. And it still kind of rolls. Alright. So now we've got it squared up. It's gonna kind of check and see how the level is, and oh, that's low. Alrighty then. I've committed the axle tubes to the chassis, and I've got my custom base attached to it with generous amounts of super glue. Use my clips on sticks to kind of make that curve happen so it forms to the body, and keep kicking. And about this time, my lab assistant Zelda decided to get in on the act. Her sharp claws in my back, so give her some love and try to get back to work. Cutie. Test a fit and sneak preview, and looks pretty good already, but let's push it. Now we're off to the stripper, but my stripper's kind of low. Oddly enough, I ended up doing 255 Chevy Bel Airs this week. There they go into the stripper. The orange one I did for my Wastelands Wednesday video. And if you're wondering what I use for my soak method, this Watco paint and poly remover. Just kind of got me a little bucket, goop it in there, and let them set overnight, and it does a pretty good job of taking the paint right off. Stinky, but effective. And now the stripper did really good. Still a few fine details I got to get where it didn't get it all out of the panel lines and door jambs. So get these wire brushes from a Dremel, and we'll go ahead and buff it out. And after a right good buffing, well, we end up with this. Shiny, looking pretty good. All right. So at this point, I've taken the interior of the car and taped off the stuff that I want to stay chrome and gave it a black primer. There's your chrome bumper, and there's your chrome front, and there's your chromey engine, and there's the body. And that's gonna look pretty good. Yeah, I like it. So here I got the car all masked off because I'm gonna do some painting, give it sort of a classic two-tone look. So I'm gonna do the roof in white. Give it a little of the old rattle can, psh, aerosol type action. White. So while the paint's drying on this thing, I decided to go ahead and detail the interior. Hit it with some gray and some blue to kind of make the highlights go out on the inside. Not too bad, not too shabby. And I've got this Fast and Furious tuned Supra that I stole the wheels off of. I'm gonna see how they look on the car. Because, you know, how low can you go? Just kind of put the wheels in them axle tubes there. And we're done. Ta-da! Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next week. I'm just funning with you guys. But seriously, with this custom base that I've made, it's going to be a little difficult to put it back together because there's only one post and it's tiny. The big post is, well, covered up. So to put the car back together, I'm going to use this Gorilla Clear Grip glue, sort of like an E6000, and just liberally dose the posts. There you go. And on the back side, I also apply a generous amount on the insides of the doors where I have a little clearance there, just to kind of give some extra grip so it's not just 2 points of contact, but 4. And put it back together, apply a little pressure, and just walk away and let that thing dry. And after that, we're off to glamour shots. The Four Horsemen September Slammed Chevy Challenge. I think it came out pretty different. Those tiny little JDM theme wheels and this big body, why not? Gave it some anime racing theme decals and a few details. I think it came out pretty cool. I'm happy about it. I want to say thanks to the Four Horsemen for putting up this challenge. If you like it, like and subscribe. Until the next one, guys, take care. Peace, love, and good happiness stuff to you. God bless.